Hello Internet, Bardic Monk here, and today we're going to be taking a look at how I create tokens for my games. If any of these types of tokens speak to you for whatever reason, I'm just going to do a real quick rundown of why I need them, what I use them for, and if you want to make these, pretty much I'll put the instructions on text on the screen, but I'll tell you as well. So it's a pretty short instructional video. It should be very, very short. This is mostly just to show you my steps in it, just in case you need to know. So first things first, I'm going to split these token types that I have, which are these square status tokens or reminder tokens that I have. I have the 2-inch dial tokens at the bottom, and I have 3/4 inch circle tokens to the right that I use for showing that I've tapped or exhausted a card. So first things first, just splitting these up, and I'm going to punch out using a 2-inch circle punch these dials, and I'm using 2-inch magnets, self-adhesive magnets, and I'm using magnets for all these tokens specifically just to weigh them down. There's nothing that I need them to attach to. It's just for the weight, and if you just attach epoxy over it, they come out fantastic. I really like how these feel. The reason why I have these two specific tokens are I step away from the board several times. I just don't, real life is too busy. So I constantly have to do a turn, then step away, do something else for a bit, then I'll come back. But really these are reminders for which phase we're in and whether I started the turn as the alter ego or the hero side of my character. If you watch my future games, or even the one that I made earlier this week, you'll see how I use them. So yeah, this is just reminders for when I have to step away and come back. So next, I'm working on these. I'm splitting all these types of tokens away from each other, and I'm just cutting out the square ones. The square ones, they have three main. The ones I was really making this for were 3 tokens, which are the tough, the confused, and the stunned. These are the tokens that I'm making specifically for tough, stunned, and confused. I just wanted a little bit more table space. I wanted them to take a little less space than what they currently were. And I needed some color association with the actions that they're stopping. And I even put the text for them. So in this case, I have the tough token. I don't think there's anything wrong with the tough status card. But for stunned and confused, they are green and purple, which have no color association with what they stop. So I needed just two specific things that are telling me what I can't do with that character, or what is stopped stop for that character. So for stunned, I needed to put attack underneath it. I see that it's stunned, and I also associated it with red, so the red circle with a line across it. So I know that I cannot attack with that character. Same thing with confused. Confused has the blue as well as just thwart or scheming behind it, and it's just really easy to read. The other 2 tokens that you see here, you can't really see the don't forget token that I have at the bottom right, but it's pretty much just an arrow pointing in that corner, as well as a first player token just in case I need it for dual play. I think I want to make a 2-inch circle token if I end up making a first player token for actual play with other people, just because it feels a little more substantial, but I don't really need it. I think that the token that comes in the base box is fine. The other tokens that I have here are the Assault, the Guard, and the Patrol, which I have used to just remind myself that if a card has one of those keywords on it, they're just a reminder for me if I need to know what's happening with them. So it's just me trying to take a little bit of the thinking, a little bit of the processing power away from having to remember stuff and just making it very blatantly obvious what I need to do in a certain situation. This is the next day. I need to buy a new hole punch for these tokens. And these tokens are what I'm going to be using for tapping to show that I've exhausted something. And these are just slightly smaller. I did have 1 inch tokens for my previous game, but they take up a lot of the card art. And in an effort to minimize the amount of card art that they're blocking, uh, I've made them slightly smaller. So this is everything that I have. And as you can see, this is just a nice little collection of tokens that I'm going to be using moving forward. If you needed any instructions on them, hope this helps. As far as designing stuff in like Photoshop or Clip Studio, if you guys need some help on how I go about doing it so you can do it yourself, please let me know. I'd be glad to upload a video for that. So thank you. Have a great day and stay positive.